Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV for, yes Johnny, Sunday Fun Day, day 7 of our 17th birthday event, Sunday Fun Day, Leanne.
Oh my word, I can't wait. It's a long time since I've done a Sunday event. It's a long time since I've done a Colour Me Happy. Like months, I think.
Is it?
Yes. I think
But
it is.
it's so lovely to have you here, and it's going to be such a fun day today because we've got Leanne for Colour Me Happy. Sarah's going to be here later on as well, isn't she?
She is.
And we've got everything that you would expect from the birthday event and more. We're still going to be bringing you double points. We're still going to be bringing you amazing deals, new launches today as well, and of course, don't forget, free gifts. Do you want to open today's £10, $10?
I haven't had the privilege yet, Ben.
Have you not?
No.
I've passed the gift over every day. And I particularly enjoyed it on Friday when Corinne tried to open the gift and she couldn't undo it because it had been wrapped really well.
Oh, okay, so let's try. I mean, when I did this with Joe on Tuesday, he just tore into the gift. He didn't even give me the option. He didn't even offer me the chance.
That's outrageous, isn't it?
Just said, I'm opening the gift, and away he went. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to do that, thanks.
And I haven't opened one yet. I was supposed to open the first one on the first day, and Sarah snatched it off me. Snatched it. So.
Right, I'm in bed. Should me and you have a sneaky peek? Oh!
That's not a bad gift, is it?
That is a good gift.
What is it, Johnny? Yes.
It's our shaped cards. It's a die set, creates a shaped card in this shape of the shoe.
That's amazing.
Which I think for this birthday event with all the razzle dazzle, it's very appropriate, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So if you spend £10 or $10, that will automatically get added into your basket. Of course, if you spend £50 or $50, also added into your basket, you'll get our beautiful 6x6 paper pad. That also comes with a £10, $10 voucher that you can spend after the birthday event. And on top of all of that, still, if you go over the £100 or $100, we've still got those beautiful glitter markers to throw in, the majestic purple and that beautiful crystal clear, and a £20 voucher for you to spend as well after the event. So all of those freebies, all of those goodies get added into your basket. Plenty of reasons to shop, eh? Amazing.
That's a good gift. I love that gift.
It changes every day, of course, so plenty of reasons to keep coming to shop with us. And of course, don't forget to get in touch over the course of this show, because once again, we'll be picking another winner who just comments, who just says hello, who lets us know what they're shopping for, who asks a question. Someone's going to win a £25 goodie bag, £25 voucher, and also get into the draw a week today to stand a chance of winning that £500 overall prize. And we've got a great Colour Me Happy lined up because we've got some amazing brand new products. I know you've got a new mystery bag as well, haven't you?
I've got a new mystery bag, and it's a mystery. I feel I should sing it in the way Toya.
Toya.
It's a mystery from the 1980s. And of course, we've got the tri-colour as well, Ben. We've got the Shimmer ink pads. We've got Academy of Colour. We've got that mystery bag, and I put some really cool stuff in there. We've got the collector's edition. We've got a fantastic deal on colour blend pencils. Oh my word, the Shimmer ink pads, I don't think they're going to hang on for much longer. They're hanging on by the skin of their little teeth, I think, Ben, but I don't think they're going to hang on much longer.
I'm super excited because I have yet to see those in action, so hopefully they'll hang on a little bit longer so I get to see how they work. But there's lots on the website, lots to have a look. Get on there. You can either click on the Shop Our 17th Birthday Deals page, you can click on the Shop the Day, Shop the Show page. Plenty of ways to see what we have got across all of the shows. This is the birthday event page, so you can see the latest launches, you can see our bundle deals, loads of star buys, loads of 3 for 2s for you as well, buy one get one frees. We've got our Gemini machine bundle deals, we've got up to 60% off sections as well, and don't forget it's 3 for 2s on cardstock, adhesives, papers, plates. You can see all of the different party bags that we've done there as well. I mean, literally so much. And the thing that's lovely is I know even up to yesterday we had people joining us for the first time. I know so many of you have watched every day, but lots of people joining us maybe for the first time, maybe you've been working all week and you've not had a chance to tune in. We will be recapping as well right throughout the day on some of the biggest deals that you may well have missed. Let's say hello to a few people. We got Radical Rachel on the socials this morning. Karen Evans joins us from South Staffordshire. Hello to Alison Lee from Chester and Sue Maguire from London. Diane's in from Pennsylvania. GT Witten. Do I say your name right? Please let me know if I do, because I feel like I don't. But you're with us from County Durham. Oh, that's it, that is. June says hi from Norfolk. Susan says good morning, Ben, Leanne, team, and everyone from a thunderstormy southeast. I'm making bookmarks and colouring, so I need to watch Leanne. Sarah's with us from Melbourne, Australia, sending hugs your way from me and Frankie, my dog, that I'm doggy minding. Aww. We were chatting about dogs this morning, weren't we?
About our doggies before we came on, weren't we? We love a doggie with Ben and I.
Yeah.
They're just such fabulous additions to the family, aren't they?
They are. We were just saying if we, you know, had more time and money and bigger houses, we'd be surrounded by dogs. Scanning Wife joins us from Leicester. Rita joins us from lovely Louisiana. And hi to Sil Sparkley, who says, this is my favourite show of the week. We'll keep those comments coming through. I can see lots of you telling what you're shopping for, and I will read those comments in just a bit. But let's get cracking. A brand new, this is the best birthday ever, right? Because we don't just do one day, we're doing 2 weeks. We give you free gifts, we give you presents, and we also bring you party bags. Now, this party bag is a brand new party bag for today. Leanne is going to take you through it, and it is Leanne's top picks of goodies in here. It's a flash deal, 24 hours only, and when you see, it isn't going to last for 24 hours, when you see the value for money in this, your mind is going to be blown. Plus, you're going to get 50 bonus points just for picking up this bag today. So all of that to look forward to, but what am I getting in my party bag? Leanne, I bet it's amazing.
I have excelled myself, I think, Ben. I think I've excelled myself because you've got to on a 17th birthday celebration, haven't you? These are my top picks, and for £40 or $50, Ben, the saving that you've gotten here, it should be $103 or $153.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, and I've put some of my favourites in. So the first favourite, and you'll know, I mean, look, it's here beside me. I use it all the time. I take it everywhere I go. 90% of the time, unless it's a layering stamp, use a rocker block. If it's not a layering stamp, it's a rocker block that I'm using. So I thought, you know what, so many of you, they've been around for a while, but so many of you might not have yet experienced that. I'm just going to put the big set into the bag and let you have those. So you are going to be rocking your blocks all the time, and I guarantee you, once you've rocked, you'll never go back. I'm sure you'll do a better ditty than that because it doesn't even rhyme, Ben. But you know what I mean.
I liked it.
And then I've also put in some of our illustrator markers in a really useful set, a full pack of illustrators in there. You've also got the Discovery Kit. You know how much I love a Discovery Kit, especially the mandala.
So popular.
It is great for gifting as well. You know, if there's a couple of things in here that you want, break these out as crafty gifts, raffle prizes, Secret Santas are coming up, all of those things. And then, Ben, you've got to have some sparkle in your life, haven't you? So I've got 3 lovely sparkle pens in there in that set. I've given you my favourite small tri-blend set. I believe this is sassy and classy. It's called, no it's not, it's called Classic Chic. It's a gorgeous
There or
set.
thereabouts.
Similar.
Yeah.
And then, I love these, Ben. Metallic paint markers, and in the silver, 3 with 3 different nibs in there. So you've got those in there too. I've given you some blending tools. So if you've got the blending tools, Ben, you need something to blend,
Of course you do.
So you've got a fabulous Harmony Purple Water Reactive in there. You've got a Midas ink pad in my favourite colour, which is the blush.
This is amazing.
And you've got a Harmony Water Reactive in the pink tulip, and that pink tulip and purple blend together beautifully. So I've given you the blending tools for that.
Beautiful.
I've given you to use with your illustrator markers one of these fabulous portraiture stamps. I've got you some beautiful florals in there to have a go with as well, the layering. I've also got you in there my penny slider, which I absolutely adore.
The bag that never ends, this.
I've got you one of those fabulous little pop-out scenes which you can colour in too. I've got you in here my amazing Belle Countryside floral stamp and die, which will work with your illustrators. And I've also got you the Belle Countryside frame, which I absolutely adore. And, Ben, like hen's teeth, this.
I can't believe it.
And honestly, I had to put it in.
No. You've done it as well. We were told, I got told off when I did my party bag not to ever put that in there again, the glossy highlights.
I know. And I might have been one of the people telling you off, but then I thought, do you know what? It's a good idea, Ben, so I'm going to do it.
Yes.
So I put in all of that, Ben. Can you imagine getting that home and having all of the fun with that? It is crammed, and it's all of my top picks for you.
I love it. And listen, 10% of the stock has already gone. It's stock versus clock here because either the stock will disappear, I think that will be the case, or 24 hours will go by. It's a flash deal, 24 hours. Get it whilst you can. It's great that you're up so early because you know as people begin to wake up on a Sunday, people are having lines and all sorts, but you're up early. Get this bag before anybody else. £32, $40, double points plus 50 bonus points on top as well. So 64 points, 80 points, add another 50 on. You're moving up the rungs of Club Inspire 2. What a buy. And do you know what? I love that shout from Leanne. Obviously, get this for yourself. If you've got items already in the bag, buy it again. You can double up. You can keep the items that you haven't got, give the others away. Secret Santa gifts, raffle gifts as well. I mean, that's such a great idea, whether it be for, you know, the kids' school or maybe the village hall, whatever it might be. Do not miss out on the value of that bag. Leslie's already placed 2 orders today. She says, I'm getting ready for order 3. Ordered the Spectrum Noir bag, says Scanny your wife. I thought they're always great value and you can never have too much Spectrum Noir. Tricia says, eyes popped open at 5:45 and I've already shopped the new items. June says, what are you doing? Another bag? Where's my credit card? Don't miss out. I love that. What are you doing? Oh, just get me credit card. You'll also get your brand new free gift today as well when you pick this up. That amazing If the Shoe Fits die. So that is yours too today. So I mean, so many reasons to shop. Can I just take you back as well to yesterday? Yesterday, it was such a busy day. We had craft vaults, we had games, we had the lovely Tiffany joining us, taking over the craft house. And these next items flew out of the door. The pack and pops with the pick and pluck foam. Now I've just about got that. Tiffany yesterday was packing and popping and picking and, I did it wrong. Plucking and picking. Johnny's just gone, don't. These are just brilliant and you guys absolutely love them. I think some of the most stylish kind of like organisation that we've seen from the Totally Tiffany range. And what you've got in here is such a brilliant idea. You guys love them. So you've got your small, you've got your medium and your large. I said yesterday it felt like I was setting up for some sort of magic trip here. These are great, right? Because what you've got, if I show you in this little small bag, looks the absolute business. You unzip, okay, and then you've got the little tabs on the side here, which you can simply pop down, and then inside you've got all of your tools handy, ready to go. What you've got inside here is this foam, your pick and pluck foam. So you have got, I know you've got to be careful, you've got the ability here to totally customize what you want to store in each and every one of these. So for example, here in our little smaller bag, we've popped in some of our Royal & Langnickel paintbrushes, we've popped in some of our score tools, some tweezers, and more. In the medium bag, once again, you're going to get your foam in there so you can totally customize it. Pop it down, and again, look at that. It's all there for you. We've popped our scissors in there, some of our die brush tools. We've got our craft knives in there as well. Everything is there, ready for you to go. And the big one, you've got a zip around the top here, so this one's got a lid to it. But once again, what you will see, it's large enough, it is deep enough to pop in even some of your tri-blends. And of course, we were saying how great this is. If you haven't got like a designated craft area, you can take these with you wherever you go, you pack them up, you pop them open, and then everything is there laid out for you, ready to get crafting with. Once you're done, of course, all you're doing is popping these back up and then zipping them up, and you're taking them on the go. We sold hundreds of these yesterday, and a quarter of the stock has already gone. Brand new launch, £40, $48, and you're also going to get, from memory, 100 bonus points with these as well. I mean, Leanne, we were chatting about these before the show. You were saying that you knew that these would fly out of the door. But again, people not just talking about these for crafty items, people were talking about these for things like makeup and using these for the kids as well. They're so handy. They're revolutionary, really, aren't they?
They really are, Ben. It takes, you know, a very basic concept and then supersizes it for specific crafty use. And like you said, I just love the fact my makeup brushes in there. Yeah. Actually, my husband has one in the, you know what Simon's like, Mr. C, for stealing my Tiffany things off me and putting them in the garage. Craft and carry workstation, now in the garage. Paper takers, now in the garage with tools in. I brought these home. He was like, having that, thank you, off you went. It's in the garage, Ben, with bike tools, with spanners and Allen keys and all of the things that he uses on a regular basis. He can see them because they're standing proud, plucks out the one he wants, pops it back in. So it doesn't just have to be about craft, it can be about life as well. Brilliant for the kids, for pencil cases for school. Absolutely fantastic to put all of their stationery in, being able to put it back where it goes, see what they need at a glance, and then be able to use it. But of course, the reason we developed them for your crafty tools, and you can see there by being able to, you're not having to decant everything onto your desk.
I can't. I love
and then
the whole.
Put it back in or rummage. Sometimes with a flat storage thing, I am rummaging for 5 minutes before I find what it is I need. And actually, I took mine home, the medium-sized one home, Ben, the one in the middle. I took that for my crochet hooks.
Oh, nice.
So I've got all of my crochet hooks in there now, and I can see which one I need when I need it, and I'm popping them out and putting them in on the projects. I've got my big toy darning needles in there. They're point down, so they're not dangerous anymore. I'm not stabbing myself every time I run through the case. They're just, honestly, genius. I absolutely adore them. They're so useful, and you are going to be finding new things to do with these the minute you get them home.
You absolutely are. They are your pack and pops with your pick and pluck foam. And again, this is another one of those deals where you're saving off the launch, you are getting your discount, you're getting double points, and 100 bonus points on these as well. So again, just for picking these up today, in the UK, 180 points you're going to be getting. In the US, if you're platinum, 196 points that you will be picking up. Honestly, I think one of my favourite Tiffany products that I've launched with Tiffany. I think these are absolutely brilliant. The moment I saw them, I knew that you guys would absolutely love them, and that proved the case yesterday. Hottest ticket in town yesterday, and they're still flying out the door this morning because we've got people joining us all the time. People perhaps who were at work yesterday going, do you know what? I need some of those in my life. Get them whilst they're here. Pick up 100 bonus points and double points and your free gift today, of course, as well. Now, the next item, I'm supercharged to see these in action because, again, these were launched earlier in the week. I haven't yet seen them in action, and I can't wait to see the Tri-Colour Brush Complete Collection. So basically, as I understand it, we sold these out in about 40 minutes. We then got another set back in, sold that out in the afternoon, and then we basically had big phone calls going around, big meetings, on-air phone calls, I'm being told. Seriously.
Big phone calls on it. I had to go rummaging and get my mobile phone and do the phone call while we were live to get the bundle.
Wow.
Yeah.
This deal is brilliant. And listen, I think we'll talk about the freebies in just a second, but what you're going to get here is the 18-piece Tri-Colour Brush Collection. The value for the pens alone, we were discussing this before the show, right? It's one of those deals where you think the value alone is amazing just for the set that you're going to get. The fact that you're getting stamps extra, £45, $60 on top, is just kind of proof as to what a generous company we are, because we really don't need to put these into the bundle to sell these to you. $47.99 platinum, $71.96 if you're in the club, and double points on these two. And these are a little bit different, Leanne, aren't they, as far as I can sort of understand, because whereas before with tri-blends, I've started using the tri-blends now because Craig's been helping me do some colouring, and I now get that whole thing of being able to change the different hues of one colour, but this is allowing you to blend different colours which complement each other, isn't it? Absolutely,
Ben, and that is a really tricky thing that comes in a much more advanced stage of a colouring journey. Being able to identify and choose the colours that will ombre from 3 different colour families. We've taken that difficulty away, and we've put all of those 3 colours into each one of these markers, which means you just pick up the marker and you can be confident it works. From the really deep, rich colours to the very pastel, soft, light and airy colours. There's something in here for everything you could want or need to do, and it will make it effortless for you, Ben. It really will, and it is certainly one of the most tricky things to work out, but we've made it not tricky at all because we've done all of that work for you. And whether you're a novice, whether you've never picked up a marker before, whether you're on your colouring journey, whether you've been colouring for years like myself, you're going to want to use these because it either makes it available and you would never be able to work it out yourself, helps you on the journey, or in my case, just makes it very easy because I pick up the pen and I colour it in because I can't be bothered to run and find the 3 colours. So they're going to be useful for you wherever you are on that colouring journey.
And just to say once again, this is the set that you're going to get here. So 18 pens, which equates to, what, 54 colours really, isn't it? And we're going to see these with Leanne. By the way, I will go through it in more detail in just a second, but I want to sort of celebrate just how good these pens are. And you guys are already telling me in the comments, we almost don't need to touch on the freebies here. You are going to get them, and I will go through them, but we want to see these in action. It's not just your tricolour pens here either, it's a brush nib, isn't it, as well, that Japanese brush nib?
Absolutely. So you've got that fabulous brush nib in here. Now, the tricolour markers are the concept, 3 different colours in one marker, which will ombre to create a transition from one colour to another colour for you seamlessly. Now, everything you would expect, so the ink quality is exactly the same. You've got the brush nib in here, which makes that blending so easy to do. And then you've got the 3 colours in here, which make the concept completely unique. So you start at one end of the pen, you work to the middle of the pen, and then you finish at the other end of the pen. And what you will see, Ben, is that you get this amazing movement from one colour into the next, and it's effortless to achieve. And you can see there on that dress how easy that was for me to transition. It's super simple.
Yeah.
And the quality of our ink, that brush nib that you've got in there, the fact that we've worked out the 3 different colours. So on this pen, we're going from a lavender to a deep pink to an antique pink. And 3 completely different colours from 3 different colour families, and you're able to create this transition yourself.
I noticed you sort of said you start at one end of the pen and then go middle to the other end.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously, as I say, I'm just starting to use our tri-blends now, and there's obviously the way to use those. Does it matter which end of the pen you start at with these?
No.
Okay.
You can start at any end. It's entirely up to you. And honestly, there's some demos where I've been going against my own good advice and I've just been mixing anywhere in the ombre and it's been working. So I would say when you first get them home, start at one end and work to the other end. But as you start to use them, you will find your own way and many different ways to use them. And you see the transition there.
Brilliant.
Super simple.
Effortless.
And I'm not using any particular alcohol colouring technique with that. I'm just putting the colour down and the work is being done for me and done for me very, very simply. Now, I'm just going to show you on this unicorn hair here, Ben, because this is great to show how in more detailed areas, smaller areas, you can also get the same ombre that we got on the little girl's dress here. So I'm starting again, as I did with the dress, and then I'm just moving to,
it's incredible, isn't it?
And do you know what I've done there? I've worked at both opposite ends of the pen. So I haven't even gone to the middle colour, and it's still ombre.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if I go to the middle, and that's what I wanted to show you. So I'm saying start at one end and work to the other end, but actually you can just still go over with the middle colour if you want to.
That is incredible.
And then go to the other end of the pen, and it just magically happens for you, Ben. It's really, really incredible. And then the other thing I just want to talk to you all about is when you do that and you want to make the forelocks, the strands of the mane look like they're lying against each other, reverse the direction, not the direction of the pen, but the direction of the colour. So see, this time I've started with the darker, deeper purple down here. Then I'll transition to the more mauvey tone in the centre. I'm not trying to stay in the lines here, it's just to show you the colours. It's my excuse, Ben. Blended immediately.
I'm just wowed by how this is.
I know. And I'm not using any special technique here at all.
No smoke and mirrors.
No smoke and mirrors at all. You're in detail. You're watching it live in front of your eyes. Just magically happen. And it's just incredible. Now, that's just with one colour that I've done that there. Let's bring a different colour in, because you might think, well, that's great, Leanne. That pen works. What do the other pens do? So I'm going to move over to his tail this time. And I've got a much deeper colour blend now. I love these deeper colour blends. I think they're so incredibly impressive. So on this marker, I'm going from a navy blue to a jade green to a zesty apple green. So navy blue, very dark blue, jade green, bright green. Okay. So I'm starting with my dark blue at one end of the pen. And I'm going to pop that in there. So there's the first colour. So
Yep.
there's my deep blue. Now I'm going to my jade green.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm doing is I'm just going over the bottom portion and then extending that blend out. I'm not going right back over the colour again. So now I've gone to my jade green and now I'm going to my zesty green.
There's so many comments coming through on these. Loads of you saying that you've got them already. Lily saying, I finally broke down and bought mine. This just makes colouring too easy. Great for building your confidence as well.
Yeah.
And Jackie just saying, these pens look amazing. My husband said, I have enough pens. He knows nothing, says Jackie. You haven't got these, Jackie, have you? You haven't got enough until you've got these, is what I would say. You absolutely do not want to miss out on these. Rita says, love my new tricolour brush pens. Who knew some of these combinations would blend so effortlessly? I think, again, that's the thing, isn't it? That a lot of people might struggle and do struggle with knowing what colours do blend effortlessly together, and you've just taken that struggle out for people, haven't you, with these?
Absolutely, we have. And look at that, just that one there, going from the deep blue to the jade green to the apple green at the end. And you can achieve this so easily, Ben. I've got one of the big butterfly stamps from the Vintage Diary collection.
Yeah.
Is it Vintage Diary? No, not Vintage Diary.
Butterfly.
Vintage Butterfly collection. And I started to do this the other day with the tricolour markers, and you absolutely loved it because it looks like a stained glass window.
Wow.
So I thought, I'm going to show, this is what we're going to do. And it's effortless, Ben. I know, Ben's, your
shock face.
Your shock face, haven't you? It really is. And you're like, really? It's just simple because the markers do the work for you. So you just take a section of the butterfly, add your colour as I've just been doing for the unicorn and the dress.
Yeah.
Then in that area, what you do with the middle pen is just come over the bottom kind of 15%, and I've got that blend already into the jade green.
Yeah.
Extend that out a little bit, which I've done there. So just getting the colour down on the card. Then move to the last colour in the marker. And then to get the blend, I just go over the little bit there with that colour. It's blended already.
Yeah.
And then I extend that blend out. And when I've done that, it magically transitions from the navy into the green in front of your eyes.
So when you saw the finished butterfly a minute ago, you're thinking, well, that's going to take about half a day to do. You're going to do this in a matter of minutes, aren't you?
Yes, you are. You're going to do it in a matter of minutes, and it's going to look incredible.
Amazing, yeah.
I mean, that butterfly there, we did in one show because we just couldn't stop colouring it in, trying all of the different blends out.
Yeah, do it.
Because we just wanted to see what they looked like. And honestly, Ben, everything you've got at home, every stamp you've got at home, you're going to want to use these markers on because it really is just completely and utterly effortless to do. And the transitions are mesmerising.
They are.
It's the sort of thing that you would spend hours, days, weeks trying to work out for yourself, but actually we've done it for you. So you can achieve that yourself at home, and you can do it in a matter of moments.
Are we allowed to see some more, Johnny? Oh, good stuff. If you want the butterfly, by the way, Vintage Butterflies at the bottom of your screen, that's where it's from. That is one of the Star by Sarah Signature collections. So we're doing these for £40 and $50. Value for money is amazing. And if you pick up 3 or more of these as well, you'll see all the details on the web. You will get an extra 20% off. And a lot of people have done that over the course of the event. So definitely search out those via the birthday event page. Loads of love coming in for this. The pens of the perfect colour combos. I love them, says Adassa. Christine Jamal says, I just love the way these pens let you build up the colour. Even if you make a mistake, I use the lighter on to blend it down. No other pens beat these. Adriana's just asking, Leanne, what paper are you using and what ink pad to stamp the images to get the best result?
That's a great question. So with alcohol marker, I only ever use Nina or our premium marker card.
Yeah.
And I would never advocate that you use anything else. And the ink pad that I'm using, the ink pad is our Finesse alcohol proof.
Okay, great question. Ramona says, I bought them the second I saw them. They're marvellous. Leanne's colouring that butterfly made me go and find the stamp online and purchase it. It's magnificent. And Susan wants to know, can we stamp the butterfly with the Shimmer ink pads, then colour with the pens?
Yes, absolutely. You just dry it. So I've got in my swatch, here, let me just find you quickly and we'll have a look at the shimmering pads later, we'll talk about it. So this seahorse, I don't know if you can see the shimmer in the spine there.
Oh yeah.
Just as I'm moving it. So this seahorse has been stamped with the shimmer ink pads and coloured with the tri-blend markers. So yes, absolutely you can. The only thing you need to do is when you stamp it, make sure you dry it thoroughly first, because if you don't, that wet shimmer ink will clog the nib of your marker. So you just need to make sure it's very, very dry first before you do it. But yes, as long as you've dried it well.
Just when you thought we couldn't do any more with our pens, you come along with this idea. These are just brilliant, and I think so many of you are appreciative of this. And I think colouring is one of those things that a lot of people are quite scared of to try. But then again, when we bring out more ranges like this, you know, at this sort of price, you've got the ability to pick these up today for just $47.99 if you're platinum. And again, for me, it's seeing how quickly you're able to blend these colours and colour what is a big image in just a matter of moments. And this is what you'll be doing at home as well, really, really quickly, really easily. You'll be getting those results that you kind of thought would take ages to get in a matter of moments.
Absolutely. Honestly, Ben, I mean, I wish I had more to say about them, but the most I can say is get them home and try them, and you will be absolutely thrilled and mesmerised by the results that you can achieve. Not only that, you'll be looking for things to colour. It will revitalise your desire to be able to colour these sorts of things in, because you will just be looking for, what kind of ombre now? I mean, will we come back to these at some point later on, do you think, Johnny? Because I can show you how you can also do the most amazing skin tone with these as well.
Yeah.
So there is nothing from nature to floral to portraiture to feathers, fur. It doesn't matter what it is that you're colouring, you're going to be able to do it with these markers. And you can see I'm just picking my favourite colour combination and putting it together, and it's working right in front of my eyes. Let's try this one. We'll do this. So we'll do a lighter one now.
The seahorse, do we know, is that available in a stamp set? Is that from, I want to say it's from a stamp set called Seize the Day, but I might be wrong.
I think it might be. It's definitely one that we did a while ago. It's an older one, I think, but it might still be on the website.
Oh, I got it right as well. Do you know what, Radical Rachel's just put it through on the socials for me. She says it is called Seize the Day. My knowledge is just expanding. And Lily says, would Leanne be showing us the technique that she did with the seahorse during this show? If not, have you done that on a show previously this week?
I haven't, no. We can have a go. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Never say never.
That's it. Marvellous stuff. Love the show, says Jay. I learned so much. And Kim the Little Ladybug says, I think Leanne needs that putting on a bag, blend and extend, because that is now Leanne's catchphrase.
Thank you. Honestly, it's easy, Ben. Anybody is going to be able to do this. Anybody at all. It doesn't matter what your skill level, you are going to be able to do this blending and do it quickly, easily and effortlessly. It's just so simple to do, it really is. So you see there I've gone from a blue to an aqua.
Yeah.
And what I love to do is show you that these subtle blends, and actually these subtle blends can be sometimes the most difficult to do. The deep ones can be a little bit easier sometimes, but these very, very subtle ones can be tricky to put together because light colours can bleach each other out, so you can lose that transition, where with these we're not. So that's gone from a blue to an aqua. So you can build up your very, very subtle ones if you want, and you can build up your really, really impressive ones. You just pick the pen and go for it. I
can tell you're having the best time over there as well, because you know what, we're just sat here enjoying the colouring. And nice, isn't it, to sort of ease into on a Sunday, day 7 of the birthday event. Worth bearing in mind too that if you are picking your tricolour brush set up today, well, if you're shopping in the UK, you're going to get your free £10, $10 gift. What I would say to you is get another, maybe get like a £2, $2, or 2 of the £2, $2 lucky dips in your basket as well. So then you'll get your paper pad included as well. But in the US, even if you're platinum, you're still going to get the die today, which is if the shoe fits. And also you're going to get that beautiful paper pad as well, which is called your Beginnings of Spring. And by the way, if you like the 6x6 freebie that we're giving you, we might just have a 12x12 version launching a little bit later on today, amongst some other launches. I'm just trying to tease it, and Johnny's just gone, it's already really busy for those, they've already found them. Okay. I knew you would, you see. Savvy shoppers, always looking ahead, always looking ahead. Lynn says, good morning, Leanne, you are brilliant.
Oh, Lynn.
No, there's more.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
An absolutely wonderful teacher to us all. I wondered where you learned all of your techniques from. Would you mind sharing that with us? Apologies if you've already talked about this previously, but I obviously missed it.
I don't mind sharing at all. So I have a very good friend in the craft industry called Sheena Douglas. And back in the day, I'm talking about 15 years ago now, I was really, really struggling with my colouring. I wasn't getting a good result. And the reason I wasn't getting a good result is I was using cool and warm colours together on the same project.
Ah, okay.
And Sheena explained to me the difference between a cool and a warm colour. I had a light bulb moment. Came in the office and said to Sarah, I understand now there's got to be hundreds of people out there also struggling and frustrated, as I am, a frustrated colourist. I think we need to develop some pens. And Sarah just said, luckily I'm in a job where I can have an idea and do it. So she said, yeah, go for it, Chivs. If you think you can develop some pens, why not? So I did. And then we ended up with Spectrum now with a colour system of where we've got the letters and numbers that work together. So for example, antique pink, AP, 1 to 7, the lightest is 1, the darkest 7, you pick 3 colours, it'll blend.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how. And it was just practice, Ben. So I just got those markers done the first time and I practiced my little heart out. And what I'm teaching you through all of this is not theory. So it's not approved colour, you know, I'm going to university. It's what's worked for me. So, and all I'm doing is passing on my experience, what's worked for me, and then hoping it works for you too. And I think, you know, with a lot of the colouring products that we bring to you, you tell me that what I'm finding works for me works for you, and that just makes my heart very happy, Ben.
Yeah, and I think it is one of those things, you know, as a lot of you will know, you know, I like to do a bit of crafting. I do some crafting with my daughter, and I now join in with a lot of the craft alongs. I think I must have done about 8 or 9 now, but one of the things I was always a bit worried about trying, particularly on live TV, was colouring. And again, I think a lot of people do worry about that, but we did a craft along a few weeks back with Craig, and he said, come on, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. And do you know what? I just felt so silly after I'd actually done it with him and he'd stepped me through it. It was just brilliant. The results I got, you know, blending, it was just so quick. It was so immediate, so effortless. All of a sudden I was thinking, well, why didn't I try this sooner? And I would say to you, if you are one of those people, and I know there are many who are a little bit worried about colouring, you know, a little bit about worried about it going wrong, give these a go, and honestly, you will be amazed at the results that you can pick up just following these tips that you've got from Leanne today and all the other tips that you'll get from, you know, our team on the Colour Me Happy shows particularly. You'll be doing this literally in no time, won't you? It's nothing to be scared about. And if you do make a mistake, you've wasted a bit of card, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's just paper and card.
Yeah.
But the quality of this is, Ben, I would defy anybody to be able to make a mistake, because you've watched. I'm not using any special colouring technique. I'm putting one colour, the second colour, the third colour down, and it's doing the magic job for me. And you can see I've almost got that butterfly finished just in the time we were talking.
I think it's incredible. And by the way, loads of you telling me that you're buying this set in your droves in all of these beautiful colours, all right, at $47.99 or $71.96. And just to sweeten the deal, and I kind of feel that we don't need to sweeten it, but we are doing, we're going to throw in £45, $60 worth of freebies as well. So you're going to get this beautiful stamp set from the Country Lane collection. You're getting the timeless braids from our portrait stamps. And then all of these, I mean, we had these on, maybe a month or so ago.
Stamp set ever, Ben.
The llamas?
The llamas.
Do you know what it is? Like the characters are so cute, but
Yeah.
then it's all the sentiments that go with them.
There's that one and the other one we did for winter with Alpaca My Scarf.
Yes.
Those two are my absolute favourites, and also the Happy Christmas. I love that too.
Oh, you mean that one?
Oh, but there you go. Yes, that one.
Can I tell you my favourite?
Go on.
Is this one here with the panda.
Oh.
And now, I don't know why, but obviously I've seen this a few times recently, so I've been talking about pandas. Now on my phone, whenever I go on Instagram,
Pandas.
panda videos.
It's listening to you. They're listening.
But have you ever watched a panda eat bamboo?
Yeah. It's mesmerising, isn't it? Fantastic.
It's the best thing. The noise that they make.
Having the best time.
Stripping it and eating it, and literally I'm addicted now to watching pandas
eat bamboo.
eat bamboo. My evenings just fly by at Moseby Towers. They honestly do. You've got also talking about favourites. You've got your sloth stamps in there as well. I'm lazy, but I'm happy. Sloth life, and I love you a sloth. You've got flamingos in there too. Stand tall and be fabulous. I'll stand by you. And then also you've got, and again, I love the this sentiment here. You've got the camels in here. Cheer up. Not everyone thinks you're old and grumpy.
Do you know what? That's I would send that to our Fiona Clayton.
Yeah.
So Fiona and honestly, these stamps were Fiona's idea because she fully embraces the fact that she's grumpy.
Yeah.
She fully embraces it.
You see a lot on her Facebook page
Honestly,
talking about that.
she really does. She talks about it all the time. So these stamps were like, we just need some stamps that celebrate grumpy. So that stamp was for our Fiona Clayton, and it's the one that I would always send her an image of. It's fantastic.
I love it. And don't forget, you're getting all of those for free. £45 worth, $60 worth if you pick up your tricolour brush pens today. Alongside that, your free £10, $10 gift today if the shoe fits. And of course, if you're shopping in the US, you'll also get that paper pad included too. I always recommend Spectrum Noir pens to anyone interested in colouring, says Bethan. And Robbie says, I love some Leanne. I always learn several things from her every time I watch her. Because of her, I love to colour. That's from Robbie.
Oh, Robbie, thank you so much. Do you know what? If that's all I ever do is inspire you to pick up a pen and have a go and be pleased and proud of what you've done, I've done my job. Because it can feel intimidating, and when you just step over that threshold and have a go, a little bit like you said with Craig, Ben.
Yeah.
When you just take that step over with somebody holding your hand on the way, and you've got the confidence to give it a go, and then how thrilled you are with what you've achieved. It's just, honestly, you can't put a price on that feeling.
Now, hero tool for you, Tri-Blend pens. These, again, are brilliant. Use them, love them, think they're amazing. If you want to begin to learn very, very quickly how you can blend effortlessly, then get your hands on these. Great price on the Tri-Blend today. So this is the Essentials collection. You're going to get all of the colours that you are seeing here. And once again, with those pens, you get the light, the medium and the dark. So, you know, you are going to be learning how to blend in next to no time. Check out all of our Colour Me Happy shows. There's so much tuition and help out there. You'll be doing it like an absolute boss in next to no time. Alongside that, again, we talked a lot about these buddy bags yesterday. We're giving you the Sarah buddy bag, specifically designed to house your Tri-Blend pens. That is included within this deal. So you're going to be getting that alongside 50 bonus points too. And by the way, if you love the idea of those tricolour pens, which we've just shown you with Leanne, obviously those can be housed in your Sarah buddy bag too. So great deal, saving £35, $57. Getting your discount, £40, $56, getting double points and bonus points once again here. So many reasons to jump in and shop. It's a great time to pick up items which you might have been thinking about getting. If you want to get into colouring, no better time than today, than during this birthday event, to pick up these great deals and all of the inspiration across the shows too. Now, as well as great deals on the Tri-Blend pens, tricolour pens, we've got amazing party bags. This is one of my absolute faves. 3/4 of the stock has gone here. It's the biggest, the best party bag. It's stuffed with product, and more importantly than that, it's got Leanne's self-portrait on the front.
I mean, honestly, Ben, you can see that I do not draw any of our stamps for this business. I can tell people what to draw, but I can't draw it myself.
Well,
this is testament to that.
You could have fooled me.
So look, Happy Crafting Leanne, I've just signed that on there for you. You know what I'm like, I just do what I want, Ben.
Yeah, I know.
I I just do what I like, when I like. So I thought, you know what, we're going to have the biggest and best party bag we've ever had. Let's draw a picture of my face, stick it on there. I've seen the 17th birthday bag, thought, I want some of that. So I've popped everything in here, Ben, that you could, I mean, honestly, it's, right, okay. I'll just show you, I'll stop talking about it.
Yeah.
So, first things first, colour blend pencils. A whole tin of colour blend pencils in there, and the essential set, which are fantastic. If you got the free gift on Tuesday, I gave away a tin of colour blend pencils. This is a different tin than the gift you got on Tuesday. So you can be confident if you get the bag and you got your free gift on Tuesday, you're not getting a duplicate. I've then got in here one of my favourites for a sympathy card, actually.
Okay.
This from Secret Garden with a little robin looking through the keyhole. I absolutely think that's so, it's just a beautiful image and will colour with your tricolours amazingly. It's our birthday.
It's our birthday.
So I've got a happy birthday pop out in there for you. I've got a huge floral edgeable. I've got that, you can see I love it, it's in 2 bags. That Belle Countryside
It is a nice set.
flower and die set. It's absolutely beautiful. A huge sentiment edgeable. It's your special day.
Yeah.
I've got in there the penny slider of the little dragon. I've got in here one of our spiral twist and reveals.
Yeah.
I've got in here my penny slider kitten.
Oh, I love the cat.
I've got in here my vintage Christmas dome.
Wow.
I've got in here my layerable poppy set. I've got a cut and emboss folder in here, Ben. I've got a full Country Lane paper pad in here. Debbie Fisher's favourite ever.
Yeah.
I've got in here my layerable sentiment, these layerable sentiments, favourite sentiments ever.
Yep.
I love them. Colour those in with your Shimmer ink pads. And also a day to remember. I've got my outline markers in here. I've got a discovery kit in here. And I've got a tri-blend marker in here. Now, you're paying for that, Ben. So you're paying for the marker, the discovery kit, the outline markers, and the colour blend pencils. That's the £50 or $60. Everything else in that pile, including the paper pad, Ben, completely free.
Amazing.
And this paper pad is just
it's beautiful.
Beautiful, it really is. It's gorgeous. So all of that free. And this is what you're paying for, and that is all.
It's now limited stock.
Oh, I was ready.
There's green on the screen, which means...
It soon won't be seen.
Yes, Leanne!
If I've done nothing else for the rest of the week, I feel I've achieved getting that on cue, Ben.
I absolutely love that and appreciate that, because normally when I do it, there's just silence and tumbleweeds across the studio. Get this whilst you can. Great news that we've still got a bit of that available. It's going to disappear. Bad news. The 17th anniversary party bag, bag 2. Don't scream and shout, but that's now...
sold out.
Oh, yes, I didn't even have to look. She was on it. That's the second bag. I knew that was going to go because it was all completely different content to the first one that we brought you. Well done if you got your hands on that one. And don't forget, if you have just joined us, a very warm welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday, day number 7 on our birthday extravaganza. A special appreciation for our US viewers as well, who are up at 10 to 7 or 10 to 5 in the morning, which is just amazing. But the early bird catches the worm, or the early crafter catches the deals before everybody else. It's not quite as snappy, but you know what I mean. The £10, $10 free gift today, of course, has changed. Leanne unwrapped this about 50 minutes ago. You're going to get this amazing creator card die set, 10 dies. If the shoe fits, creates that gorgeous shape card for you, and you'll get that in every order today that you place over £10 or $10. If you spend over 50, easy peasy, I hear you cry, you're still going to get in there the beginnings of spring 6x6 paper pad. That comes with a £10, $10 voucher as well that you can spend after the birthday event. And if you spend over £100, $100, you're also going to get 2 of the Spectrum Noir glitter markers in there. You're getting a beautiful majestic purple and a crystal clear in there too. Alongside that, we are also going to throw your way, I mean, we won't throw it, we'll give it to you very nicely, a £20, $20 voucher, again, which you can spend after the birthday event. And those free gifts, by the way, go into every order, every qualifying order that you spend during birthday. So there's so many great ways to rack up all of these free gifts. Bought the Leanne bag already, says Linda. Sam says, I ordered the party bag. I have the majority of things, so I'm gifting it to a friend on Christmas. That's the reason why you need to get the party bag. bags, pick out the bits that you don't have, give the rest away, give the rest as presents, gift them. Listen, we have carts and baskets overflowing right now, so we're going to give you the opportunity to get those carts and baskets checked out. When we come back, we'll have more great deals for you, more inspiration and information, but right now head to the checkouts and we'll come back in just a few moments' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben, you did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Don't you know everyone wants to craft? Sarah said, Ben, you'll love making cards. It really isn't that hard. Use your scoreboard and dice and make boxes and cards any size. Oh, you could make a shaker card with sequins or beads, or make a triple easel card with real expertise. Here at Crafters TV, we make crafting a breeze. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Don't you know all the world wants to craft? Leanne said, do some coloring, Ben, but use a Spectrum Noir pen, blend and color in style. With aqua pens or dry blends you will smile. Maybe try out some die cutting, maybe try to emboss. Pick up tips from Crafters TV, you won't be at a loss. Use the Gemini or Junior and you'll craft like a boss. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Don't you know everyone wants to craft? Oh, you could make a shaker card with sequins or beads, or make a triple easel card with real expertise. Here at Crafters TV, we make crafting a breeze. Make 'em craft. 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 Make 'em craft.
Oh dear, we just
I adore that. can I just say, you are a true legend in your own time. I think that is fantastic.
Thank you. That's very kind. I enjoyed that one, as I've probably said, because it wasn't my idea. So the guys came to me and said, this is the song. I didn't really know it. And they said, can you rewrite it? Which we did. And the video, our Sam, who's just joined us. I know there's loads of people who put that together, and Caitlin as well, but our Sam, who edited the video.
Amazing.
So good. So
Fantastic. But I mean, you wrote the words.
Stop it.
And you sang the song.
Stop it.
And you acted the whole thing.
You. Stop it.
And you coloured it in from black and white to colour, Ben.
I mean, that just shows how good my colouring's become.
Oh, honestly, I thought that was just, do you know when I watch that, I smile from the beginning to the end. I have a massive, great, big, ridiculously unflattering grin on my face because it's just such a happy thing.
Yeah.
I really love it. Thank you, Ben.
If that makes you smile, then my work is done. Bethan says, I was singing this in work yesterday. Lol. I bought the seahorse stamp. Thank you to the lady for finding it, says Christine, and some gilding wax as it's reduced by 25%. Alana says, just ordered the tricolour pens. I couldn't help myself. The free gift today is amazing. Order the party bag, says Sam. I have the majority of things, so I'm gifting it to a friend on Christmas. And a few of you asking about the new Spectre Noir party bag. We will check that out again in just a while. CJ just saying, what's in the bag? We will check that back out for you in just a few moments' time so you can see exactly what is in it. Now, I am very, very excited to see the brand new Shimmer ink pads. I've not seen these before. I've not seen these in action. So what I'm going to do, rather than kind of not steal Leanne's thunder, but talk about these as an expert, because I'm certainly not. I'm going to show you what you're going to get. I'm going to show you the price, and then I'm going to ask Leanne all about these. So you're going to get the set of 6 Shimmer ink pads. Okay, so you get these 6 beautiful colours. You've got Frosty Mint, Amethyst, Raspberry. Look at the shimmer, the Tropic Blue. You've got your Peach Rose, and you've got also in there your Starlit Sky. Very interesting as well that a lot of you, I know tons of you have bought these already, look at the different way that these are shaped. There must be a reason for that, and we will find out. You're also going to get free product. Once again, I'm not going to show you the free product straight off the bat because I believe that you will buy these not because of the free product. You will buy these because they're awesome in their own right. You'll get them back and you'll go, oh, that's quite nice. They bunged in £20, $30 worth of free product as well. $47.92. Or $63.92 is the platinum price. Double points here as well. The original bundle of these sold out, so we are into a backup bundle. So many questions here. It is like a mystery bag of free product that you're going to get with this as well. So it's probably best to leave it at that, so I don't kind of get your expectations up that you're going to get specifically certain things. But it will be stamps and tools that you will need to use alongside these. So £20 or $30 worth. £47.92 is your platinum price. $63.92 is your platinum price if you're shopping in the US. And of course, you will still get double points. So many questions here, but let's ask, what is so special about these? Why is everybody loving them? Why are they a different shape? So many questions, Leanne. What are all the answers?
Okay. These are our brand new Shimmer ink pad, Ben, and so the metallic ink pads, Midas, you absolutely adore.
Yes.
And so many times we've been said, can we have some more colours, can we have some more colours? And I always have to say to you, and I hate saying this, no. And the reason for that is our Midas metallic ink pads have a metal compound in them, which means you can only get colours approximate to the colour of our metal, which is how we've got that blushy rose gold, how we've got all of our copper and gold and silver, etc. You know, platinum, you love them. When we try to do colours in those, it never quite cuts the mustard because we're just adding a dye to a metal and it all gets a bit flat and it doesn't get as shiny as we would like it to be. So we set off on a mission of how do we make that look in all of the colours. And what we've done is come up with this Shimmer ink pad, and I think we have more than excelled ourselves at this, Ben, I really do. So that's why I'm going to show you what they look like in a second. In terms of the shape, we wanted to give you something a little more ergonomic. So I'm showing you there, that's in my left hand, and this is in my right hand. So you can hold the ink pad in either and it will curve around the cushion. And having an irregular shape is so much easier to hold regardless of which hand you're holding it in. So let's say I'm going to stamp with this one, so I'm holding it in that direction there. In my right hand, it's cushioning the pad of my thumb. If I do it in my left hand, I'm able to anchor that with my small finger.
I see, yeah.
So an irregular shape is easier to get a grip of than a regular shape, especially if you have dexterity issues. So we wanted it for comfort in the hand. The other thing I wanted it for was to be able to do large area blend and fill, large area stamping when you need a lot of ink, but detail stamping as well with the tiny edge. So if you're picking out small areas on a stamp, you're just going to use this small edge and you're not wasting your ink. Equally, if you're going to be putting some ink on a palette, if you're doing a big project, do it with a big side. If you're doing a smaller project, do it with a small side and you're not wasting any ink. So there's all of those reasons for having that new kind of teardrop shape that we've got in the ink pad. So how do they work, Pen? Well, they are a pigment. They're a pigment ink, so they will stay wet and they will accept clear embossing powder. I'm just going to swipe a couple of colours on here because I want to show you how opaque they are. So they cover really, really well. So they're nice and opaque. I'm going to grab this peach one and do this as well so you can see this one underneath. So you'll get opaque coverage which will stay moist, wet, damp until you add your clear powder or heat it with a heat gun. It will also dry overnight if you want to, but if you don't want to use a clear powder, blast your heat gun with it. Okay. Now, look, this is what we're talking about in terms of the shimmer. Yeah. How incredible is that? It is truly beautiful. So being able to get that level of coverage of ink with that kind of shimmer in it is truly amazing. Very impressive. And there are so many different techniques you can do with these, Ben. So not only are they the pigment with the powder, they are water reactive. So they do both. So you can add water to it and get your ombres with a shimmer in. You can do your faux bleaching. Wow. You can drop it onto wet cardstock. You can go through a stencil, which I'm going to do now and show you. You can letterpress with them if you want to. Use two colours and mix a new colour of shimmer because they're water reactive and you'll see the shimmer in there. You can do your salt effect. Use them over the top of a 3D embossing folder. Stamp and drag out the colour with water. Spritz the colour with water. Use it as a painting palette and just watercolour an image and have all of that beautiful shimmer in there. You can also stamp, dry and use your tri-blend, tri-colour alcohol markers. Stamp a sentiment, and this is incredible because with a sentiment you're getting lovely deep solid areas, no smudging, no dropping out, and beautiful fine detail, all of it with that incredible shimmer in there. The shimmer that I've just been showing you. Ink up your die cuts. This is a die cut sentiment. Ink it up with an ombre and that will look beautiful too. That's just a soupçon of what you're able to create with these markers, Ben. Now, I'm going to blend a background. So I'm going to pick a couple of lovely colours that work together. Okay. One of my top tips for you, Ben, is with your blending tools, have a colour per, have a blending tool per colour. Gotcha. And keep it that way so that you don't contaminate them. You can wash them, you know, and clean them as you do normally, but I like to have one blending tool per colour and I will only use it for that colour. You'll get the best results when you do that. The same for the daubers. I'm just going to move them and show you because you can do some of the colouring with your daubers. So I use one colour, you can see there, very definitely per dauber. Gotcha. I would recommend you do that too. And in terms of getting the best out of these ink pads, I would say get your multi-purpose cardstock, Ben. And with your multi-purpose, get yourself some of these blenders and a set of daubers and you're going to be good to go. And then you're just going to be using all of your die cuts, all of the stencils that you've been collecting over the years, and you're going to get the best, the most impressive, shiny results every single time, and you're going to get it effortlessly. The quality of these ink pads is incredible. The amount of shimmer and shine we've got in here, the amount of ink you've got at your fingertips is absolutely amazing. And the effect you can get, you've just seen with that swatch book, everything you would do with a regular ink pad, but in that ridiculously high octane shine that you've got with these ink pads.
We've just flashed up the 3 for 2 at the bottom of your screen if you want the 3 for 2 on the card and paper. There's 3 for 2s across a whole range of all core products. And also, great news, the platinum price was incorrect. It's just been like smashed down even further for you. $28.75 is correct. $38.35. You know, I didn't even notice that. The platinum price was 20% more this time. It was a little game we were playing this Sunday just to see if you were on the ball.
See if you were awake,
yes,
see if you had your morning coffee.
Congratulations to all of you who correctly identified that. Well done, the deliberate mistake there. There's a few questions coming through.
Yeah.
So let's ask those. CJ wants to know, does temperature affect the ink pads? She says, I'm from Ontario, and sometimes, especially during winter, it gets really cold.
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
No, and these are not a water-based ink pad. They've got a little bit of water in, but they've got many more compounds to make them work like this, so I can't see them freezing up.
We'll show this again in a minute, Cynthia. Leanne did show this, but again, a question about if Cynthia's a left-hander, is she still going to be able to use these?
Okay, let me show you. So I'll just put the lid on. As a left-hander, this is my left hand, and I can still grab this really well. And the fact that I can get my little finger in here and have a good grip on that, especially if you've got dexterity issues and your fingers won't bend as far, means that you can still get a really good grip because there's a surface everywhere. It's not a regular shape. So yes.
Excellent news. And Dan is just saying, is it better to dry them with a heat gun or would you let them dry naturally, Leanne?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
In fact, I only ever use a heat gun because I'm too impatient to let them dry naturally.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, use your heat gun without affecting any of the shimmer.
My shimmer inks are supposed to be delivered this week, says Mary Kay, so I'm doing a happy dance. Trinkles says these ink pads are nice and juicy. And Kathy Myers just says, holy smoked artichokes. I love them. Holy
I'm
smoked
pleased.
artichokes.
I'm so pleased. You will not be disappointed. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to do the whole stencil because you want to see me do some other things with them. But if I do the reveal for you,
yes.
When we peel this stencil up, look at the quality of the ombre there.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that? And then look at the shimmer. And you can see the inks at the bottom, the shimmer now that they've dried. What the shimmer's like. They're a little bit wet before. You can see it's just catching that lovely shimmer in there. And it's catching the same on that beautiful stamped result. You can just see the light. It is incredible when you see it in person, Ben. It really, really is. I'm just going to show you this because I did the sentiment to match too in a show last week. So this was done 4 days ago. And I just want to show you that the shimmer doesn't diminish over time.
Yeah.
So it's still got that beautiful shimmer in there. You can put that all together and make a gorgeous card.
Oh,
so all of your stencils that you've got are going to come back to life. All of your die cut words, use them and ink them up with your shimmer, and then look at the gloss on and the shimmer underneath when you use your embossing powder over the top to make it enameled, because they stay lovely and wet. So you can see you can use your embossing powders and have the shimmer underneath too. So all of us, we've all got stencils we've been collecting, die cut sentiments we've been collecting, little doodads we've been collecting. Colour them up with your shimmer ink pads. Going to look amazing. Ben, I had an epiphany.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had an epiphany earlier.
Right.
Just because I like saying that word.
It is a great word, an epiphany.
And I thought, do you know what? You know the free gift, Ben? The shoe.
Yes.
You might find that your shoe's no longer in your free gift on your table.
Yeah, okay. Nick my shoe.
I went and grabbed it.
Right, I'll let you off.
So I thought, you know what? You could make that shoe and colour it up with your pearlescent ink pads. That shoe card.
Nice.
So I've went and pinched the dies.
Right.
You'll get a full die set at home. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make the shoe up, Ben.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Why not? What do you think?
Well, absolutely loving this. So introducing the free gift today into this bundle as well. So not only are you getting the free gift with the bundle if you go for it, you're getting a free demonstration from Leanne too. I mean, seriously, we are too good to you guys.
We're going to do the frosty blue. I like frosty blue. Is it frosty blue?
Frosty mint.
Frosty mint.
Yeah.
Topaz blue, in fact, actually.
Oh.
So we're using topaz blue. And I'm just using my blending tool. And, now you can do it a couple of ways. You can do it with your blending tool and do this for a more subtle result. Or remember, you've seen me swatch. So if you want to, you can just swipe your ink pad over the shoe to colour it. Look how quick this is.
It's the first time I've seen an ink pad being used like that.
What, swipe straight on?
Yeah, swiping it straight on.
Yeah. And do you know what? It's the quality of the ink in here. And then you go back and do some blending in a minute. So get your colour on, dab it down. If you want some areas that you want to be a little bit more intense, get one of your daubers. And you can see the dauber adds the ink on, but also blends it in. So you can see that there, getting blended in. Daubers are great for that.
Yeah.
So the swiping just gets a good amount of colour down first, and then what you do is you get your dauber or your blending tool and you go back and do your bits of blending just to get the smooth out of the lines that you might have left behind when you swiped it, just to smooth those out. Okay, because I thought, you know what, it would be great for you to see how, with that free gift,
well, why not?
You get your Shimmer ink pads, you can start to make shaped cards or just fantastic toppers, which is what I'm doing here, using your Shimmer ink pads.
And
so
why would
there's
you
the base
not
of
want
the shoe done.
a shimmery, shiny shoe?
Yeah, exactly. So I think I might do purple now. We'll have a purple heel. Shall we have purple heel? Yeah, why not?
70% of this bundle has disappeared. Johnny is just telling me, and it's the second configuration of the bundle. Of course, you're going to get Amethyst, Starlit Sky, Tropic Blue, Raspberry, Frosty Mint, Peach Rose, and you're going to get that little mystery bag as well with free product worth over £20, $30. You'll get potentially some tools in there, so some of your blending tools, some embossing folders in there as well. So all the, it's not just a bag that we just throw in with random stuff. It will be items that obviously you're going to be using alongside these gorgeous Shimmer ink pads. Sarah Cage is saying, I was gutted I missed the ink pads, but so glad that I got the 6 ink pads coming to me and I can get the rest when they come back in stock. Loads of people just chatting about the jaw-dropping results that you're getting here. So amazing, says Jackie Deschamps, so shiny. Alison asks, can I use a hairdryer to dry the ink if I don't have the fancy tool?
So a hairdryer would probably dry your Shimmer ink, but you're not going to be able to heat emboss with that.
Right.
And these inks do heat emboss.
Yeah.
I would say treat yourself to a fancy tool.
Right.
That would be my advice. You can try. I don't think you're going to get the same result as you will with a heat gun.
And I knew someone was going to ask this. I'll ask this, but the stencil that you used a minute ago, do you know where that was from? Shelby's asking.
That was from one of our craft clubs. Monthly craft clubs. Yes, the craft
boxes?
kits. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The subs boxes.
Someone shout it up in the socials. First person to get it right wins a pat on the back. And Cynthia is saying, I've seen this ombre demo a few times and they are always beautiful. Just amazing, isn't it? You've built so much into a little ink pad, really. The design of it, making it so easy to use, the fact that you can do so much with it as well, the water techniques, all of the heat embossing that you can do with this as well, and just the colours, the effect that you can achieve is just beautiful. And it's amazing to read comments like this as well from Catherine, who says, I suffer with arthritis and these pads fit into my hand really nicely and I find them easy to use. Well done, Crafter's Companion. So again, it might be if you are someone perhaps who does struggle because of dexterity issues like Catherine, and these might be good for you to use as well, just I suppose, Leanne, because of the shape of them.
Absolutely. And it was just something that, my father-in-law had terrible arthritis and we were always looking for things to make holding things easier for him. And I was doing some crafting one day and I thought, you know what, these ink pads, they'd be tricky to hold for someone if you've got dexterity issues.
Yeah.
So I want to build in some more ergonomic design so that it just makes it easier and it stops it from being, from you wanting to be able to do your inking, but you can't because you can't hold your ink pads. It just makes it very accessible for you. Right, there we go. So I'm getting there with the shoe.
Nice shoe.
Where it's all shimmery. And I've just got the bow now to do. And of course, Ben, I'm doing this in ridiculous, time warp speed.
You are, TV time speed.
You will take much more time than I am at home, and yours will look far more beautiful than mine is, but you get the idea. I think what I wanted to do is just show you what I mean by use all of your die cuts, use all of your dies, because you could be forgiven for thinking, it's an ink pad, Leanne, I'm going to stamp images and colour them in. But with these Shimmer ink pads, it is that, it's an ink pad. However, it's so much more, because actually, Ben, what we're doing with these Shimmer ink pads, it's almost like creating your own custom colours of Centura Pearl cardstock.
Yes.
Because that's the effect that you get. You get that intense pearlescent shimmer and shine, but you're creating it yourself, and you don't have to cut into a whole sheet of cardstock to get that embellishment. So if I was making this card with pearl cardstock, I would have had to cut into a piece of turquoise, purple and pinky red.
Yeah.
And I haven't had to with that because I've just used my white cardstock and I've blended my own custom colour. And I'm just using a different colour here to add a little bit of a, look at that, even blends beautifully from the orange to the pink. I can just intensify it by putting a little dab of it on the side.
That's such a great shout, because you think we do offer so many different colours, don't we, in our Centura Pearl range, but we might not have the exact colour that you need. So to have these ink pads that blend beautifully, you can create, like you say, your own bespoke cardstock.
Absolutely, you can. I'm just going to take it off that piece of scrap where I've done all of the blending. Oops, there's the die, because that'll have to go back in the packet. Pop that down there. That can go there like that. And then this whole thing, I haven't glued it.
No.
But this whole thing
has
got the beautiful shimmer on it. So that could be a topper for a card, or if you've cut that on the fold, that is your shape card in that beautiful pearlescence. And all you'll do is this. Blast it with your heat gun to dry it. Yeah. And you're good to go. Just blasted the pieces away because I haven't glued them. But you get the idea.
We do get the idea.
There we go.
I love it. Get these ink pads. The 6 you're going to get are absolutely flying out of the door. So good just to see these in action, and who better to show them but Leanne. Those are the 6 colours that you're going to be getting right there. So your Frosty Mint, you've got your Amethyst, you've got your Raspberry, Tropic Blue, Peach Rose and Starlit Sky. And again, they come in this really innovative shaped teardrop to make it nice and easy for you to use however you're using these. So good to see them in action. Get the 6 whilst we've got them. I know a few people missed out on the full bundle. Get these whilst they're here. For goodness sake, do not miss out. $28.75 platinum, $38.35 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. Double points. And how great that you're going to get that shoe included as well, because you're over the $10 threshold, and you'll also get £20, $30 worth of free product included as well. And of course, you can watch this show back once you've got your goodies to follow Leanne's hints and tips and techniques on that particular demo. Busy Lizzie says, I've given in. I've ordered today to get the free gift. Jackie saying, I love it when Leanne goes rogue. Oh, always going rogue, isn't she? See, we can't keep control of her when she's in. Amazing, says Jackie. Love this. Actually, we've got a question from Carol Ann, which I'll ask in a second, because it is to do with what we're going to be looking at with Leanne in just a few moments' time. CJ, you were asking to see what is in the party bag. Well, I'm pleased to tell you, I will show you. However, stock is dwindling. A fifth of the stock has already disappeared. We launched this just over an hour ago. It's £103, $153 worth of product for £40 or $50. For £32 or $40. It is a flash deal. Flash deal. It's going to disappear. 20.
I love that. I love that movie.
Gordon's alive.
Gordon's alive. What's his name?
Brian
Blessed. That's it. I love that. It's fantastic.
Oh dear. Good old 80s. Was that an 80s movie or 70s?
Yeah, I think it's 80s. Might be 70s. I don't know.
Anyway, flash deal, 23 hours left on this now. It was 24, but we're an hour in. I don't think it's going to matter about it being a 24-hour deal, because the way the stock's going, the stock's going to disappear before the time goes. A fifth of the stock has gone. For £32 or $40, what am I going to get? Rocker Blocks! The Rocker Blocks are back. Such a useful tool to have to ensure you're going to get a clean, crisp stamp each and every time. So we have thrown in some Rocker Blocks into this bag. Also in here, the most popular of our discovery kits, the blended mandalas with the brilliant Baz Fennell, one of the first blokes I met actually when I arrived here at Crafters 2 years ago. He was here in the building, and these are always popular. So the blended mandalas with everything that you need to get awesome at your mandalas. We're going to throw in 12 of our amazing illustrators as well. Those are in the landscapes. We're also going to give you, I mean, it's birthday for goodness sake, so it couldn't be a party bag without a little bit of sparkle. So you're going to get the gorgeous soft pastels in our sparkle pens. We're going to give you a set of our tri-blend pens as well. Those are coming to you in the classic chic. I'm going to have to put this down because there's so much, but let's pile it up. You need blending tools, so we're going to give you our square rectangle blending tool. Alongside that, you're also going to get some of our ink pads. So one of our metallic ink pads in the blush. You're going to get our Damson Wine in the quick dry. You're also going to get the pink tulip in the quick dry too. Alongside that, we're giving you a pack of our 3 metallic paint markers. This is like the never-ending bag. You're going to get 2 sets of stamps and dies in the Belle Countryside collection. This one is that gorgeous grande frame. You're also going to get, from that same collection, the beautiful statement floral. On top of that, we're giving you one of our portrait stamps. On top of that, you're also going to get this beautiful set, which is your classy florals, allowing you to create that beautiful floral bouquet. You get a little stencil in there as well to pop your sentiment across the middle of it. Can you believe this? You're also going to get one of our pop-out scene die sets. You're also going to get, I mean, Leanne, who was it who said Leanne always goes rogue? I mean, she's gone rogue here, hasn't she? You're going to get another one of our penny slider sets, the kitten, which is so super cute, and the thing, I mean, Leanne, we say, can do pretty much what she wants, but we were told no more are we to put this next product into our party bags. Glossy highlights going in there. That is unbelievable value for money. You're paying just £32 or $40 for over £100, $150 worth of product. That also gets you your free die as well, the creator card. So, I mean, what are you waiting for? Do what everyone's doing and get this bag. If you've got products that are already in it, thing with like the pens, especially our pens as well, it doesn't matter if you're getting duplicates because there's going to come a time when you're going to need more of them. So you've got those. But do you know what? If you go through, I've got a few items in there. Get it anyway. Keep the items you haven't got. Give the rest away. Right, let us get cracking. Lorna says, I've tried and tried to resist buying anything else, but I've caved in and I bought the tricolour markers. I topped up with the multi-buy on the glossy highlights, so I got that extra gift. Let's have a look at an item that we launched on Monday, which proved super duper popular. It is our stamp cleaning station with the solution, because one of the things which was always chatted about and we got questions about all the time was, how do I clean my stamps? How do I get me stamps back to that sort of showroom standard, if you like? And there was never like a definitive answer, but I think, Leanne, with this next product, this is the definitive answer, isn't it?
This is the definitive answer. And honestly, Ben, it's born from the fact that every stamping show I did, at least 2 people would say, how do I clean my stamps?
Yes.
And I'd say, oh, you have to put them in a dish of water, take them downstairs, do this, do that. Sometimes it would be, I never wash my stamps. Craig, he never used to clean his stamps. So actually, this is going to change that, because you don't have to, at the end of your session, get them all in a tray, go down to the kitchen sink, get out your dishwashing soap, do all of that, then dry, pat them dry with a cloth. Make sure you don't use a cloth with lint in, because then you get fairy bits stuck on your stamp. And then you get fairy bits on your next stamped images, and then it's a whole palaver.
Oh, yes.
Palaver disappear with this new product, which is what we want. The stamp cleaning station, I think, is one of the greatest tools we've brought out in recent times, Ben. So it's a lovely size for your nice big stamps too. You can see on the hinge here we've got clean and dry. We've done that so when you open it up inside, you can see this is the clean side, this is the dry side. So you know exactly what to do and where to use it. So I like, Ben, I've got my little stamp here which I've inked up, and I'm just going to put this down here so you can see it does have ink on. So this would be ready to ink a stamp if you were going to ink with it. There we go. So you can see that's got a goodly amount of ink on there. It's freshly inked up.
Nice.
I like to take my stamp off the block and I like to apply the solution to the stamp pen rather than to the pad.
Yes.
And the reason I like to do this, because you get the solution with it, is I'm not wasting more solution than I need to. Because if you're putting it on here, It's sinking into the fibres.
Yeah.
You don't quite know where it's at. Once it starts to get a bit mucky, you don't know how much you've put on there. So actually, I find spritzing the stamp is better than applying it to here. However, the clean side will be holding on to the residual ink that you've got in there, and not ink, residual solution.
Yes.
And it will be cleaning it all brilliant for you. Now, you just give it a good scrub into those little bristles that are on that side. I'm going to take it out and show you in a sec. So you give it a good old scrub and then have a little check. If you've got missed anywhere with some solution, you can just give it a little, and you're just going into the areas that you missed.
Brilliant.
Good scrub into there.
Yes.
To get all of that ink off. So that gets it nice and clean. Then we take it over to our dry side and we give it a good old rub in there, and that gets it dry. And the good thing is you're not getting bits of lint or bits of paper towel, bits of fluff in here because of the material we've used. It's perfect for this. So your stamp is then returned to pristine stamping condition.
Love it.
And there will be no shadowing or residue on there at all. It's completely dry. The ink is completely gone. So I'm giving that a good old slam as if I was stamping, and you can see there is nothing coming off of that whatsoever. The reason it works, Ben, is because of the reason it can look really filthy and still make a clean stamp is because of the bristles on the pad. So you can see those little bristles there, drags the solution with the ink and traps it right down in the bottom. So you're scrubbing it with those little bristles when you're cleaning your stamp. If this gets to the point where you think I really want to wash it, then you can. You just take it out. You can see I've removed it. Take it to the sink, use some dishwashing soap, give it a wash, pop it back in, good as new to go again. Your drying side, you should really never ever need to wash that. But if you ever get to a point and you think, oh, or you make a mistake and you put it on the wrong, you put your cleaning bit on your dry side and you think, oh, I've got to go fix that now.
Yeah.
Because this is speaking as someone who might have done that.
Oh, okay.
You just take it to the sink,
Yeah.
bit of dishwashing soap again, Ben, agitate it, rinse it well, leave it to dry overnight so it's bone dry, and you're good to go again.
Nice. It's kind of like the new item I think every craft room needs, and I think, like you said, it's the definitive answer to answering everybody's questions about how they get their stamps back to that showroom quality. This is the way to be able to do it. I do just want to, I know I'm going to have a look at these pack and pops. I've got a few questions stacking up, so can I just do a quick Q&A with the end so I can get these answered? So let's do the one specific to the cleaning station. Sarah wants to know, can I use the cleaning station to prime a stamp? Can I use it to prime?
Fantastic. And I keep forgetting to tell you. Yes, 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 yes. And yes again.
So is that yes then?
Yes.
Love that. Question from, it was the initial question. Caroline says, I have a question. If we use an ink on embossing folders for letter pressing, etc., can we clean the folders using the stamp cleaning station or a baby wipe?
You can use the solution and a microfiber cloth. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Generic questions. Janet, I am new to stamping. Which stamping platform would I need to buy? I love your shows.
Oh, get the goodie bag with the rocker blocks in. If you're brand new to stamping, I would always recommend you start with a rocker block. So if you imagine the cost of that bag and how much rocker blocks usually are, I think they're usually £15, but you're getting everything else to have a go with your stamping. You don't need to invest in any other stamps because there's lots of stamps in that bag. So all you would need is some ink. So I say get the bag and you've got your blocks and some stamps and you're going to have the best time. And remember, I've handpicked all of those things for you. So I would say get that bag and you've got a bit of everything to start your stampy journey.
If you want it though, come and get it. You better hurry because
in there
it's
as well,
going
isn't there?
fast. Yes, there are.
So you don't need any. You just need some card.
Yep.
You just need some card.
We've got cards on 3 for 2. Couple of other questions. Ink pads, the new ink pads. Kate says, who keeps a mini by her bed. Kate, are the ink pads, the new ink pads, bigger or smaller than the typical size ink pad from Spectre Noir? Well, that's
surface area exactly the same.
Right. That's good to know. I don't even need to show you then. So surface area, exactly the same. And Shireen says, I'm a bit behind on the show. That's fine. Question for Leanne. Can the amazing tri-blend ombre markers be used on acetate?
Yes.
Quick fire questions. Done. Smashed it. I think we are up to... Oh no, one more. One more coming. Sophie says, Leanne, is the solution okay to use on cling rubber stamps, such as Tim Holtz and older style Crafter's Companion unmounted rubber stamps?
Yes.
Nice.
All.
Excellent news. Can we just get some more questions in, please, where we can just get Leanne just going, yes, yes, yes. Do you know what? When I say quick fire, that's great. Sometimes I say quick fire and then we just end up chatting for ages. But that was quick fire. I'm giving in. I'm getting the cleaning station. I can't hold out anymore, says Lynn Cherryman. Great buy. Carrie says, I've just ordered the stamp cleaning station. How smart of me. How smart of you. Let's have a quick look at something else which everybody is ordering. These are smart, Johnny. You're right. The Tiffany bags, the pack and pop with the pick and pluck foam inside. I'm actually getting this now. I'm saying it with confidence. I wasn't last night. I can tell you that much for nothing. These are, as far as I'm concerned, the smartest, the best Totally Tiffany products that I have seen in ages, and that's saying something because you guys know how much we love the Totally Tiffany stuff. You guys love it. There's always storage solutions for everything, but these are brilliant. They look the absolute business, but what these allow you to do is pack up your cases with all your crafty bits, and then when you've got them to wherever you need them to be, you have them all in situ because you've got this amazing foam in the bottom, which you've got the ability to actually make into like a bespoke little holder, because you've got the pick and pluck foam, which you can pick and pluck and make the spaces relevant to whatever you want to put in here. And obviously we're going to be showing you with things like, in the smaller one, our paint brushes, our scoring tools, our tweezers and all those kind of bits, bone folders. But as a lot of you were chatting about, as we go into the medium bag, kapow! You can put in scissors, you can put in your die brush tools, craft knives. A lot of you were chatting about using these for makeup. A lot of you were talking about using these potentially for the kids, for taking these to school as well. These have sold in there hundreds over the course of the weekend, and people aren't just buying them for craft, they're buying them for just general life as well. And the design is so great. If you're like me, little things please little minds, as they always say. I just love doing the whole, look, the kapow, like the whole, and then you can just then slide it back up again, just do a little kapow. I mean, it's so much fun. The big one is going to store, it's got enough roof space to store your tri-blend pens in there too. So these really are beautiful. You can, as I say, design these bespokely for whatever you want to store in them. Again, let's just get Leanne's take on these. Literally sold hundreds over the course of the weekend. How fab are these, Leanne?
They're incredible. I absolutely adore them. I really do. I'm with so many of you in terms of thinking, gosh, this is the best thing I've seen.
Yeah.
They're so useful and they're a great size. And having that foam, the pick and pluck foam in the bottom, keeps them sturdy. It makes them stand up on your desk so they don't fall over. So even when you've got like your large scissors like that,
yeah,
it's not imbalanced. It doesn't.
No, it's not toppling.
It's not toppling. So it's got that lovely kind of weight and structure with a nice flat bottom. So it means it just always stands, and it's incredibly useful for you. So many amazing things you're going to be able to do. Makeup brushes. My husband stole one of mine. I had to get another one. Stole it and he put all of his bike. He's got spanners and Allen keys and brake bleeding tools and tyre rim, whatever, all of that stuff.
All of that stuff
in one, because he's like, this is amazing. And also, it's lightweight. So not only that, when he goes out on his mountain bike, like all day biking, like literally all day biking, he puts this in his backpack because it's lightweight and all of his tools are there. And when he gets a puncture on the side of the road, he goes, got the tools, put it back in the bag. Honestly, amazing. Not just for craft.
It's nice, but it's also slightly annoying, isn't it, when you have like your non-crafty partners who decide to nick all of your crafty stuff because they see the reasons that they can use it in their lives. Yeah. But share and share alike, folks. Share and share alike.
No, he can have his own. I'm not sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. I go mad when I'm in my craft room and I can't find my pokey tool because I know for a fact he's had that pokey tool to try and poke his tyre back onto the rim. It's honestly, I caught him once. Did I tell you this? In the lovely Crafter's Companion scissors? I caught him once cutting a piece of carpet.
Oh, what was the outcome of that?
Wasn't pretty, Ben. Those scissors now live with him in the garage, and I've got a new pair. But he was spoken to in very significant words of never use my craft scissors to cut carpet again.
Did the waggy finger come out?
The waggy finger and the raised eyebrow, Ben.
Ouch. Nobody wants that, do they?
Yeah. No.
Let us move swiftly on from that. Oh, terrible thought. I've got sweat just thinking about it. By the way, I forgot to mention, and again, it's one of those things, right? So many items on the show today where we go, we don't need to talk about the fact that you get, freebies alongside it because the product sells itself. This is selling itself, but you get 100 bonus points thrown into, and double points. So platinum, 180 points, 196 points in the US, and you're going to get your free gift, of course, as well. So, I'll kind of throw that in, but you don't need me to tell you that because you're not buying these for that reason. You're buying these because they are awesome. The pack and pop with the pick and pluck foam, £40, $48. Go, go, go. Leanne, says Lily, my hubby finds you adorable.
Pardon, what was that?
Leanne, Lily says, my hubby finds you adorable.
Wow.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, it is a huge compliment because he is not a people person.
I'm blushing, Ben.
However,
Thanks.
he tends to find Crafters Companion staff likeable, but he is loving.
Oh, thanks very much.
Wow, I mean, that is just the nicest thing ever. Sophie just says, thank you, Leanne. I finally have one product to clean all of my stamps. All the other solutions I found always have some they can't be used on. Lillian says, it's Leanne love today. I love it when Leanne is on. Such an amazing innovator, an amazing enabler, a communicator, and so witty and funny.
Oh, thanks so much. Isn't that kind? Thank you.
Really, really kind. And Jenny says, Leanne has that twinkle in her eyes that means mischief is in the air. Never far away from mischief here.
I am very mischievous.
Yeah.
I'm encouraging my granddaughter to be very mischievous.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I've just looked at the clock. We have only got about 25 minutes left on the show. Items are flying. It's that thing again from me that whatever you see, whatever you want, get it in your basket, get it checked out because we've been so busy over the course of the first week. But one thing that I'm excited to have a look at, and again, you know what, I was here for the first day, then off for sort of 3 days, so I missed a lot of the launches, but I know you guys, a lot of you have already picked this up. If you, like me, missed it, we've got the brand new Academy of Colour, the Feathers and Fur, with your markers, stamps, cards, tools, and much, much more. So £27.19 here, $35.96 platinum price, all with your double points. Lots of you know about our Academy of Colour and why it's been sort of game-changing in the world of colouring with all of the tuition that comes with it. And this is the kind of the next bolt-on, Leanne, isn't it, really? So if you've already got the previous editions, you'll get this. But that's not to say that if you haven't, you can't buy this as an individual, right?
Absolutely right. It will work in its own right. It's just an awesome box of fabulous experience. The Feathers and Fur is it number 4? So we've had the original, we've had
Flora and Fauna,
portraits. So yes, this is number 4. 3 of the follow-on, 4 of the total. And it's absolutely exceptional. I'm blown away by how many of you absolutely love this. And I think it's the quality of the images, but I want to show you inside. So the boxing, it is, I mean, if you're buying this as a gift for Christmas, this will feel like the most luxurious gift. You can see your colouring journey continues on the front there. We've got that amazing, and I love doing this, magnetic closure.
Quality.
So satisfying.
Yeah, it sounds...
It's high quality. It's just like, oh yes. So you've got that fabulous magnetic closure on there. When you open it up, you've got all of the markers that are coming in this Feathers and Fur edition. This little sticker will be there, this card, when you open it. Do not throw it away. Keep the sticky dots on the back because all of the information you need to access your education is on the back of that card, including a QR code so that you can scan that and just get straight to it if you want to. Stick it on the top of your box and then you'll never lose it. Don't put it in the bin. So you've got 6 markers of different colours than have been in the previous boxes. One colour on either side there, the duo markers, so 12 colours in there. You've got 3 of your aqua, 2 in either marker, so 6 colours in there that have not been in the previous boxes if you're collecting. So these colours are different to the previous boxes. Yeah. You've also got your 8x8 stamp set in there, and you've got those beautiful images in there.
Look at the lion!
The lion is incredible. Wait till you see him coloured in, Ben. You're going to be flabbergasted. You've got that amazing lion. I call him Aslan. He does look like Aslan. He also looks like Ron Perlman.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast from years ago.
Vincent.
Vincent. He looks like Vincent
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to say the same thing. Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I used to love that TV
Me
show.
too.
Yeah,
Loved
with
it
Linda
because,
Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton, who was in the Terminator
Yes.
as well. Yes.
And they
Linda
lived in the
Hamilton.
sewers, didn't they?
In the sewers underneath New York.
New York. And
yeah.
he was like, he came out and he got the baddies, didn't he?
He
And
got the baddies.
protected her.
He protected her and got the I think they should rerun it. It was absolutely exceptional.
So good.
Anyway, that's Ron Perlman right there. I don't know how Ron will feel about that. We've got flamingo, lovebirds, the little fox, the squirrel, the owl, all of those beautiful feathers and fur animals in there. You've got of course, you've got your stamp panel as well, your cling stamp panel that will go in the binder if you've got the original Academy of Colour. You've got your pack of watercolour card and your pack of alcohol marker card in there ready to go. So you've got what you need to get cracking. And of course, if it was only that, the price that you're paying for this, Ben, is exceptional.
It is.
Just for that. But the real joy of anything from Academy of Colour is the thing that you can't see immediately, and that's the hours of education you've got access to.
Absolutely right.
So you're going to use that website and you're going to head across to the Academy of Colour website, and I am going to be there holding your hand and teaching you the techniques to be able to colour those images and get maximum effect, and really teach you new colouring techniques for alcohol and for watercolour. So for each of these boxes there is a 2-hour education session. For the original Academy of Colour, if you want to go for that, there's 6 hours of education for that, and then 2 hours for each box afterwards. And we go into detail. Not only do we have that 2-hour session where there's no interruption, no presenter, no selling, no L on the screen. It literally is as if I'm sat in your living room with you at home and we're doing it together. You also get all of these pre-printed aids which get uploaded to the website and to the Facebook group that we have. And what I do with these is I break it down into the stages. I tell you the technique and I tell you the colours, and I tell you it for alcohol and I tell you it for watercolour.
Yeah.
And then you also get an example of a project you could put together with that.
Oh, wow.
And so that is there a constant resource for you to go back to as many times as you would like, and it's just always there for you on that website and in the Facebook group. We don't charge for this. This is completely free of charge, and we do it for every single one of the images in the box. So you can see here is the flamingo in alcohol, here is the flamingo in watercolour, and we show you those little projects alongside. We've got the same for the owl in alcohol.
Wow.
Is that watercolour? That's watercolour, beg your pardon. The owl in watercolour and the owl in alcohol. And then, Ben, are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I'm getting ready. Come on. Ah, yes, Vincent.
How fabulous
That
is that?
is amazing.
Isn't it incredible?
Yes.
I've got the same for watercolour. I'm struggling to find him right now. He is here. Where is he? Is
Probably
he
in the
under there?
sewers.
There he is. He's in the sewers. It's the same for watercolour
Wow.
and a project. We've got, I mean, honestly, just incredible, really incredible. You've got the fox as well. You've got the squirrel as well. So all of these, just there, ready and waiting for you right now, right here, right now, for you to follow through and educate yourself, give yourself knowledge, but also use those 2 hours tuition. 2 hours tuition.
That's not easy to say.
Tuition?
Tuition?
What's a tuition? I have no idea.
I don't know.
2 hours tuition.
Yes.
That is there waiting for you. But all of these resources that we create and put on there free of charge, and that is never going anywhere. We're never taking it down. We're never removing it. We're never making it payable. We're never doing anything other than leaving it there for you as a constant resource where I can hold your hand. And Ben, I have been blown away with the response to Academy of Colour personally, because we get hundreds, if not thousands of you saying, I was terrified of colouring before, I'm no longer terrified. I couldn't achieve before, look what I've done. I was scared to show people what I've done before, I'm putting it on cards. I'm having the best time. I feel like I'm producing things I'm proud of. I tried this new technique and look how amazing it is. I can't believe I have done this. the empowerment in that box that isn't bottled, but it's just delivered through that education for you, for your experience at home. It really is like we're here at Crafter's Companion, reaching through the screen, taking a hold of your hand and saying, come on the journey, I'll show you how. And then you're getting all of these fantastic results and you're so happy and proud and you're sharing it with each other in that Facebook group and just celebrating each other. It truly is the most wonderful thing to see. And you can't put a price on that, Ben. The quantity of stuff in the box is worth the price. All of that other stuff is priceless, and you're getting that experience with every box you buy.
No, you absolutely are. Like you said, the amount of posts you see of people saying how quickly they've kind of travelled on their colouring journey. And also, I said when we launched the original one to kind of, because you get the folder with the original Academy of Colour, to document your journey. And the amount of people, again, who have posted and said, like, they looked at what they first did and then, gone into a few hours of the tuition and tutorials and seen how far they've come in that sort of small amount of time. Just amazing. And that's the heartwarming thing. It's achievable for everybody. And like Leanne said, you can't put a price on the tuition that you're going to receive with these kits. Every day, value for money right here. But the fact then you've got all of that tuition, all of that information, all of that knowledge to dive into as well. This is the reason why so many people are buying into the Academy of Colour and why, of course, again, for the first time this year, award nominated, isn't it? Of course, with the Best of Craft Award. So if you haven't yet jumped in and discovered the Academy of Colour, make sure you do. Kerry's just saying, I ordered this one day this week. The days are all running together. So many orders. Linda says, yeah, tell us about it. It's just a blur, isn't it? I love my Academy of Colour. Thank you, Leanne. You're a great teacher. Fred171, hello, says the AOC free tutorials are worth the price of the kit. I like getting all the stamps and the pens for free. Exactly right. And Lynn's saying, I love all the Academy of Colour collections. That's where it's so different here. That's what you get from us. You get the amazing product, but we then just don't go, off you go, good luck, have fun with that. We give you all the tutorials on top of it, and that's why so many of you jump in and buy it. Should we have a quick look at a little bit of colouring?
Yeah, why not? I thought, let's have a look. We're going to colour, as my granddaughter Ada says, the Mingo.
The Mingo?
Mingo. This is a Mingo.
Yes.
Because at 2, she hasn't quite worked out how to say flamingo.
Well,
so she's gone with the path of least resistance, and it's a Mingo.
I quite like Mingo.
We bought her a huge Mingo at the Sea Life Centre.
Yeah.
It's an inflatable one so that she can, from a distance, bash her granddad on the head with it.
I mean, that's even better, isn't it?
I mean, honestly, it's amazing. So we just bash her granddad and shout Mingo at the same time. It just fills my heart with gladness. And then when our mum and dad hi to the Mingo, she walks around the house going, Mingo, where are you, Mingo? Marvellous. I'm just encouraging all of that, Ben, really I am. Anyway, so we've got the Mingo in here. And we're taking our 2 pens from the kit and we're going to be going from PP1 to PP3 to PP4 to PP6. So we're going all opposite ends of the pen from light to dark, which is what you would do with alcohol colouring. So we're taking the first marker and what I'm doing is following my own good example. And just looking at what I've said to do to achieve that result with the colours and going to achieve that. So if you don't have the video, or if you can't be bothered with the video, or if you've took this to the caravan and you don't have the internet, you can have downloaded those and have those available all ready for you to use when you want to. So the first thing it says is just get a layer of the base colour down. So that's what I'm doing. And because we've got these beautiful brush nibs in here, I'm able to do that really quite expeditiously.
Quite what?
Expeditiously. That was a marvellous word. Where that came from, I have no idea.
What does that even mean?
Expeditiously, very quick.
Oh, like expediting?
Yes.
Expeditiously.
Yes. There we go. So then I'm going to put my darkest colour down and you will work on one small area at a time. So let's do his face first. So I'm going to do his face and then come down the neck here with the darkest colour for shade. And then I'm going to take the middle colour, which is at the opposite end of that pen, and blend that out.
It's 2 words I've learnt off you now in the time we've worked together. The other one was capacious.
Capacious. I do like, I always feel this sounds bizarre when I say it, Ben, but I do love words. I like to find out new words.
Yeah.
If I'm reading a book and there's a word I've never heard of before, I need to go and research and find out what that word is.
And then try and use it in everyday conversation.
And then try and use it. My favourite one years and years and years ago was discombobulate.
Yes.
I love that. It's a great word.
Discombobulate, is that when you're all of a
Like all at
of
sea,
a-
like all confused
sea.
and all thrown for a, you're
Yeah.
like, oh my, I don't know what's happening, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Discombobulated.
So now I'm just taking each feather at a time and I'm putting the dark shade in, then I'm going to the next shade down, which is the second shade on the pen, and I'm just extending that blend all the way down to the first colour. And then what you'll do to get your feathers so that they look like they're lying over the top of each other is you'll do the opposite. So for example, under the body here, where it's lighter, I'll make it darker. Wrong side of the pen. I'll make it darker. And now that feather looks like it's lying on top of the body underneath. Does that make sense? So as long as you butt up those two different colours together, then you're going to be able to do that blend really easily. And so I'll just start again with this feather over here.
Just a few comments as we're watching you. Leanne says, I love all of these collections. You still haven't told me how to pronounce your name, and you said it's fine however I want to say it, but I want to know how to say it correctly. G-I-T-T-E, how would you pronounce that? Jeet?
Oh, Jeet.
Jeet?
Is it Gita?
Gita?
Well, I might say Gita.
Gita. Can you let me know, please? I need to know, because it's going to bug me otherwise. Gita, Jeet, says, I like that Leanne explains colouring using both alcohol inks and water-based inks. Thank you. And Mahogany Leone says, thank you for sharing, Leanne. I think the difference, most people think that colouring is art, but with the Spectrum Noir system, it's specifically for colourists, says Mahogany Leone.
Oh. Do you know what? That is a fair point, because at the end of the day, I am a colourist, not an artist. I mean, we've seen what my art's like on my...
I love it.
On my party
On your bag.
So...
Put it in the Louvre.
I know. My husband's an excellent artist, you know.
Oh, really?
He's a really good...
What does he think of your bag then?
I mean, that, so I've got to give him credit where credit's due. I will find that image drawn all over our house in various places. That is how my husband draws me.
Ah.
So I've literally copied him.
Ah.
I'm just going to have to tell the truth there. However, that isn't what his art is like. We have got his art all over our walls. But my husband calls me Flossie.
Flossie?
So, yeah. So that is his interpretation of what he would call the floss, which is my hair.
Moss and Sisal.
Moss and Sisal. I told him about that and he's like, well, you've got the Sisal. I'm like, oh, thanks. He means me hair. Okay, so you'll keep going with the flamingo, as you can see here, and I'm just going opposite ends. I'm just going to disappear for a second, Ben, and grab one that's already done.
Okay. Whilst you're disappearing, let me just quickly draw the winner of this show, because in each and every show you will know, or you might not know if you've just joined us, simply for commenting. By the way, we've had hundreds of comments in this show, loads of questions, loads of lovely comments. Thank you. If you comment, you could win. Someone in each and every live show wins a £25, $25 goodie bag, a £25, $25 voucher, and then goes into the draw a week today to stand the chance of winning a £250 craft room bundle and a £250 or dollar voucher. The winner of this particular cork, I recognise that name. Kirsty D on YouTube. Well done, Kirsty D. Message us, won't you? Prizes at crafterscompanion.com. Just need your details so we can send out your prize. You are cork number 19. So not only have you won today's prize, you're into the draw next Sunday as well. Well done. If you didn't win on this show, more chances for you to win in launch day, which is coming up in just over an hour's time. Sorry. Mingo.
Mingo, here it is. We're back to the Mingo.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my colour blend pencils now, Ben. And we've got a really good deal on the colour blend pencils. So I thought I would just show you how you can start to add in your colour blend over the top of your alcohol coloured work. Now these colour blend pencils, I'm just going to take two colours and show you quickly, are absolutely fantastic because they'll blend themselves. So if I show you here, I've got a yellow, and then I've got a blue, and if I layer the blue over the yellow, I'll get a green. And the more I layer up, the more obvious that colour transition is. So you can mix brand new colours. You'll see there now in the centre, that's now definitely green. So colour blend pencils are the fact that you blend with wax, which is in the pencil, this beautiful smooth transition, obviously taking much more time than I just have there, where you can mix a brand new colour. The other fantastic thing, the thing I use colour blend pencils for the most, Ben, is to add depth to alcohol coloured images. And so I'm just going to use this lovely, I think I've got carmine here, and that for me is the perfect accent for a flamingo. And so you see, I'm able now to go into the darker areas where my alcohol colouring would not have allowed itself to go any darker, because alcohol ink will only go to a certain intensity and then it'll start bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm able to go in and add definition where I couldn't have before, where I couldn't get it any darker with the alcohol, and my colour blend will do that for me, and it really starts to pop out. Then all you do is with a lighter pencil, and I've got the pale pink here out of the same set in that bundle, is you go and burnish that edge out. So you just do little polishing actions.
Yeah.
And it blends the colour blend pencil into the layers of alcohol colouring, and you can get so much more intensity, pop and shine by doing that. It truly is. When you try this for the first time, you'll want to start doing it with every single thing you're colouring. It is so very, very simple to do.
And the deal, by the way, as well, Johnny was just telling me in my ear, I was trying to work it out. They're normally $24.99 each, aren't they? The colour blend pencils. So you're getting 3 tins for under £40 if you're platinum, just over $55. There you go. And Leanne's got the 3 different colours for you right there.
Yeah. So you've got your essentials, your naturals and your primaries. You've got all the great colours in there to be able to do that. And you'll just absolutely, you will love using them. You can use them on their own and colour with colour pencils. I always use them over the top of my alcohol markers.
That really is incredible. Again, double points on that. Let's have a look at just some final items on this particular show, just to kind of wrap up lots of items that you may well have seen. The Academy of Colour, if you want to start at the very beginning. This is the original Academy of Colour, 124-piece set with all your colour markers. You've got your card, your stamps, your tools, and more. Any 3 for 2 on these as well, by the way. Have you seen at the bottom of the screen? $118.91 or $157.80 if you want to go for that. So start right back at the very start. Then next launch was the 41-piece portraits collection. Once again, everything that you need within that set, and of course, don't forget access to all of the tutorials online as well. £39.10 or 52.34. Can I just tell you, ignore the screen, because they are 3 for 2, but our graphics have blown up, because it's not 3 for 3, because that's not a great deal. And the next deal we're about to show you for the flora and fauna, look at this, only 3 for 4.
You definitely don't want 3 for 4, do you? No, it's 4 for 3. buy 4 and we'll give you 3.
We're sick and tired of being so generous. It's about time you gave us something back. They're 3 for 2s. What it was, I think everybody heard that Johnny was coming back in, and they thought they'd make his life difficult on a Sunday.
Why not?
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, you've got to get your giggles from somewhere, haven't you?
Of course you have. You've got to do that on a Sunday. We are almost done and dusted. Can I just say, before we disappear, the free gifts that you're going to get today. How good is our creator card that we're getting today?
It's
the shoe fits.
I absolutely love it. It's lovely, and it can be a topper, or it can be a whole card base. It can be whatever you want. And you see me use it with a Shimmer ink, so I'll put all the dies back in the packet before. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
I did read it. But you know what? I think it was worth it, so you could see how it went with the Shimmer inks.
It was worth it. That's your free gift today for £10, $10. Sorry, I got stuff all over the place here. Then, of course, if you spend over 50, you will still get our beautiful Beginnings of Spring 6x6 paper pad. By the way, if you love this, stand by, because coming up in the next show, you might just see something which is very similar but bigger, and you're going to absolutely love it. That comes with the £10, $10 free voucher as well, by the way. And then if you spend, thank you, Glamorous Assistant. If you spend £100 or $100, you'll also get the Majestic Purple and the beautiful crystal clear glitter marker, glitter pen.
Yeah, and
Sparkle
those
pen.
colours don't exist anywhere else.
Exactly right. They are exclusive. You'll also get a voucher for £20 or $20 thrown in for good measure as well. Thank you for a phenomenal show.
I've had the best time, thanks, Ben.
Oh, I've had the best time.
No, I've had the best time.
I've had the best time.
I have.
When are you back?
I'm back next week sometime, and I can't remember when. I'm back next week.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm definitely back on Sunday.
I'll see you then.
I don't know if I'm back before then.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you Sunday. You're off for a roast now, are you?
I am going for a roast dinner now.
I'm going to probably just go and get a sandwich.
Okay. I'll think of you. I'll send you some photographs of my roast dinner.
Don't.
Okay.
Massive thank you to Leanne. I'll be back with you in an hour's time. We've got a brand new launch coming your way. And if you've missed any of the deals this week, if you perhaps haven't joined us, then make sure you stay with us. Second Chance Sunday, 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll be recapping on all of the best deals so far. So lots still to come. Enjoy your Sunday lunch.
Thank you.
I'll enjoy my sarnie. See you in an hour.